Hey guys, welcome back to neverdigup channel. This is TimmyBoyT and I'm here on the CraftyMynes Server. Today I'm going to give you a tour of the slime factory. So if you look around, it's a pretty big area that I cleared out here. I actually cleared this area because I just wanted to find out, before I had ever tried it before, what a Haste 2 baking with efficiency 5 would be like, how quickly I could mine with that. And you'd be surprised. If you've never tried it, you should try it because you can mine really quickly. It's pretty amazing. So I plopped my beacon down and I dug as far as I could one direction until the effects wore off, and then I came back to center and dug the other direction, the other direction, the other direction, and then just squared the room off. And even before I was done with that, slime started to spawn. So I started marking off the areas where I saw slime spawn, with an idea about possibly making a slime farm at some point. And it ended up there are quite a few slime chunks, so it worked out pretty well for me. I believe there's 10 slime chunks here. So there's one over there. Let's see if we can get over there before he dies from the magma block. So you can probably see what's going on, right? The magma block is on the edges there, and the slimes don't really stand still for very long. So, oh, he's probably already dead. Oh no, there he is. Oh no, come on, get over there, guys. Come on, come here, come here. Oh no, no. Oh well, okay, so they died. So that's how they die. And you can see the hopper minecart just picked them up from below. That's why they disappeared. In case it's not completely obvious. So let's look at where they go now. So now that they got picked up, the minecart's going to come around. It's going to go up one of these lines. There's only one minecart, but it drops off. And see how it stopped there? It stopped because it has a load. So it comes up here. This rail is powered by default from this torch back here. So the torch goes into this block, the block points to the repeater, again through a block, and it powers the rail. But when the cart comes up, it's going to come on the other side next. Let's go over here. So when the cart comes up and lands on the hopper, if there's something in the cart, it goes into the hopper, hopper becomes powered. Or, sorry, the hopper doesn't become powered, but the hopper has something in it, so it powers the comparator. The comparator goes through the block, hits the torch. When a redstone torch in this position takes power, it changes from off to on or on to off. So since it starts in the on position, well, I guess I should say when a redstone torch like this gets power, it shuts off, right? So when that torch goes off, it no longer sends power here. It no longer sends power into the repeater. It no longer sends power into the block. The rail becomes depowered, and the minecart stays there until it empties its load. Once the load is empty, it no longer sends power into the comparator. It no longer sends power through the block, so the torch becomes lit, sends power into the block, sends power into the repeater, back into the block, and the rail becomes powered. When the rail's powered, sets the cart back off again. Whew, okay. So I have two of those, one on each side. And then in the middle, this is the collection area, so I have another cart that's going around in circles. Oh, I think I just saw it. So here it comes. Oh, it's going down. So it's collecting from this station. Oh, look at that. It got hung up. Wow, that's weird. Why did that? This doesn't usually happen. I've seen this happen a few times, and I've tore up the track and tried to replace it, and eventually it usually starts working. I don't know what the deal is with this. I'm having a really hard time with this station. All the rest of them work, but that one gets hung. That's like the 4th time it got hung up. So I have these detection rails here, right? So when it comes around this way, it hits the detection rail. It actually does turn the corner here, but when it, oh yeah, because it doesn't hit the detector rail on this way until it turns the corner, right? But then when it comes back, it hits the detector rail first, which changes the direction of this intersection here and sends it off that way. So it keeps it going counterclockwise. Okay, anyway, okay, so then when that minecart comes around, it goes on this powered rail down here. But if it has something in it, there is, where is it? Ah, there it is. So right in front of the rail on that block, oh, where is it? Okay, so the hopper's here. Yeah, so if there's something, yeah, this one's the opposite of these guys, isn't it? So if there's something that's been delivered through these hoppers into the chest and into this hopper down here, that sends power to this comparator through the block to the redstone torch, turning it off. When that redstone torch is off, it depowers this rail, so the cart will stop. And when the cart stops, whatever items are in that hopper get delivered into the cart, And when it's done delivering items into the cart, the hopper is no longer full, so it's no longer sending a signal. The torch becomes lit, sends that signal through the stone, powers the rail, and sends the cart on its way again. Alright. So where is it? Oh, here it comes. Oh, there's another slime up there. So it made it out that time. I don't know why sometimes it doesn't work. That's really bugging me. Okay. So anyway, what else can I show you about these? I use leaf block everywhere to keep it green. Oh, and as you can see, we're at bedrock level, right? And nothing spawns on bedrock, and nothing spawns on leaf blocks. So even if I don't have enough torches or lighting down here, nothing's going to spawn. No other mobs. The only thing that can spawn down here, well, nothing can spawn in this area. So the only place anything can spawn is on these pads. And I suppose it's possible for something to spawn up here, but it's not a slime chunk. I've never seen a slime spawn up here. And it's too much light for anything else to spawn up here. These are all jack-o'-lanterns. Alright, so when that minecart comes around, makes its rounds, it comes up here. We have the same collection system hidden in the tree over here as we have around the sides over there, and it drops in the... well, there it goes right now. Oh, okay, so it didn't have any... If it had some, it would have stopped for a second and delivered them into that shulker box. So we can be AFK inside here, and all the slime balls will get delivered to the shulker box. Whoa, dude! I didn't even know I had all that slime in here. There was, last time I looked, there was 3, and that wasn't... There was 3 stacks, and that wasn't even long ago. So I just recently got a full stack plus. That's crazy. So it's working pretty well. It doesn't always work very efficiently, by the way. You know, there's sometimes like a long period of time, and there's just nothing happening. And then other times, especially after a reboot, slime's everywhere. Sometimes I'll see like, you know, even from here, just looking in these 2 chunks, I'll see like 5 large slimes jumping around over there, and maybe 1 or 2 somewhere else around over here. Alright, so that's the slime chunks. That's how this room got built. What else can I tell you about this area? You can see I have some farmland growing over here. And, oh, we've got a automatic melon farm. Or what is that? Those are pumpkins. With let's get a peek at it real quick. I don't know if you can see the way it works from here. If you can see all the components. There's actually 2 layers of it. Well, 4, because there's 1 on each side. And I just built a sugarcane farm back here, like day before yesterday. Because I was running low on sugarcane, I didn't really have a good farm, so I kind of want to have everything while I'm AFK here going on at the same time. So my sugarcane is coming along pretty well. Let's see what else. Oh, this is my fishing hole in the tree. This is my design. I don't think I've ever seen anybody go fishing in a tree before. This is how I do it. So from up here in this tree, hopefully all of the crops that I have growing everywhere and all of the slimes that spawn and the slime balls are able to get picked up by the carts. I'm not too far away that anything stops. Actually, I think if I'm standing on top of the house over there, when the minecarts go around to collect this area and they get all the way down to the end of the line, they stop. So I may need to revisit that. I'm not sure. The house is there for a reason, because it's like 24... You have to be 24 blocks away for mobs to spawn, so it's 24 blocks away from as many of the spawn pads as possible. That was like the best location, was in that area. And I got my fishing hole here. I guess I don't actually have to go fishing right now. So I think that's about it. Yep, nothing else to show here. So if you guys enjoyed this video or learned anything, feel free to rate, comment, or subscribe. It's TimmyBoyT on the CraftyMynes server, reminding you to always remember, never dig up.